Well, hey there, WOW friends. It's Adele King in here from the Wellbeing Weekly. This week I've got a really nice kind of peppy, get everything awake and moving, energizing morning flow for you. It's about 50 minutes. So I highly recommend, if you're contemplating how you're going to slot it into your week, like carve that time out in your morning in your diary. If it means getting up a little bit earlier, if it means organizing the kids or whatever it is you need to do, put it in your diary. And rather than call it something like yoga practice, label it in terms of how you want to feel. So you can put it in your diary, written or electronic, or as your alarm goes off, that word pops up with it. So it could be feel good practice, or calming and grounding, or energizing and uplifting for my day. Just give it some meaning, some intent already, so you can really connect to it right from the get-go. And then with that, we really start to learn in our practice, the one that I'm offering you this morning, is how to surf reality with this sweet balance of engaging, of bringing that intent and purpose, and the ability to then let go into the energy of that and see where that takes you. It's quite a skill, so it's good we've got 50 minutes for it. You don't need anything else apart from your space, your mat. If you do have a yoga block, have it handy, it is helpful, but you don't really need it. Just you, your breath, your body, your willingness to surf reality with me. That's all you need. So go get yourself sorted or put this on into your diary for tomorrow, and we'll get started. Okay, yogi friend, come to lie down on your back and just take a little bit of a stretch and a yawn. Kind of roll and glide yourself into your body. Just gently awakening all the tools of your practice, your breath, your skin, your muscle, your bone, your organs. And then reach your arms down by your sides, take your feet as wide as your mat with your knees bent, and start to slosh your knees side to side, like a little windscreen wiper action. Just be quite gentle with it, nothing too hard, too fast earlier on in the day. See if you notice the movement of both pelvic halves. And even within that, the top of your thigh bone, your femur bone, moving around, sloshing around, sliding and gliding in the hip socket, freeing up a little bit more space there. And then leave your knees dropping over to one side. Stretch your arms out wide. And breathe to that sensation. Whatever is making itself known this morning, acknowledge it, attend to it with a deep, full breath in. And a long, long breath out. Same goes for any thought or any emotion that arises in this moment as well. Big, full, deep breath in. And a long breath out. And lift your knees up through center. And drop your knees to the other side. Pause there. You might notice it feels different on this side, and breathe to that difference. Big full breath in. And a long breath out. In and out through your nose. Inhale fully, all the way down into your hips. And exhale completely. And then inhale, come back up through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift your head towards your knees, wrapping your forearms around your shins. Hug your legs in close. You can rock side to side. You might feel a little bit of warmth, activation around your middle. Then hold on to the back of your knees and start to rock your way up. Forward and back. And all the way up. A standing forward fold. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Just keep it casual and easy. Fold your arms and sweep side to side, and check in with the back of the legs, check in with the shoulders. You can nod your head, shake your head, draw little circles, and slide your jaw side to side. You could even massage your jaw, massaging out any tendency to yawn. Moving away from sleep into purposeful activation, purposeful movement. Walk your feet to hip distance apart, second toes pointing forwards. Sweep your arms around behind you, interlace your fingers. Stretch the handshake, your knuckles towards sky. And inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist around towards the right. And it can be quite nice to bend the knee you're turning away from. Then inhale back through center, get really long in your spine. Exhale, twist around to the left. You can bend that right knee, spinning away. And then inhale back through center. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Walk your feet back out wide. This time a nice big bend in the knees. Wrap your arms around you like a little straight jacket. Cut the back of your shoulders and dangle again. This time with a deep bend in the knees. Hanging your spine, your head towards the floor. You're asking your legs to warm up and turn on to support you, your movement, the purposeful steps and actions you take today. Yeah, and then release your hands down to the floor. Walk your feet back to inner hip distance apart. Take your hands to your outer shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Keep space behind the knees, so spread through the toes. Inhale, ripple your spine forwards, extend. Head follows the cue of your spine. Exhale and fold. Get a couple more like that to warm up with breath. Inhale, lengthen, open. Exhale and bow. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And bring your hands to your hips. Point your elbows up to the sky so you get really broad around your chest. Inhale, get long. Pause here as you exhale. And inhale, come all the way up to stand. And exhale. Release your arms down by your sides. Palms turn forwards. Soften and close your eyes. Really listen into your breath, how your breath is moving, flowing, how it informs your inner body to get really big and brighten and open up on an expansive breath in. And the effect of a long, long breath out. And then listening into your breath, you might also notice the beat of your heart, pulsive fluids around your body. Everything that's starting to awaken for you. And see that awakening, a few more rounds of breath all the way down into your belly, into your feet. And staying really grounded in your feet, connected to your breath. Blink your eyes open. And step your big toes together with a little gap between your heels so your feet are parallel. And sink your hips down low, bend your knees a lot. Sweep your fingertips back behind you like you're trying to sit in a tiny little chair behind you. And even move a little bit more weight back into your heels so your knees don't creep too far forwards of your toes. And inhale, lift up through your spine, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Good, again like that. Inhale, lift and expand. And exhale, sit lower, 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 all the way to plop yourself down. Take hold of the back of your shins, lift your legs, back of your thighs, lift your shins up, spread through your toes. Reach your arms out in front of you, roll your shoulders on your back. Inhale, lift and expand. And exhale, slowly hover the legs down towards the floor as you lean back. Then inhale, back up. Good, again like that. Exhale, lower and hover. Look towards your toes. Inhale, back up. Give me 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale. Inhale up. Rock forwards onto your feet. Back to chair pose. Inhale, lift. And exhale to fold. Legs towards straight. Take your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, bend your knees, hands frame your feet. Step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Spin your right heel down. So heel of front foot lines up with the arch of the back foot. And really spread through the toes of the back foot, grounding the heel and the pinky toe and the big toe. Then you take your left hand on fingertips to the inside of your left foot, or even a block can be really helpful to create a little bit more lift and space. Take your right hand to your right hip. Really feed your breath all the way down into your pelvis. And the power of the breath and your awareness, shoot that down your legs. So you power down into your legs, almost like you're trying to rip your mat in two. And it has an effect of lifting your torso up as well. So you can clearly spin your belly and your chest towards the ceiling. Then the last little bit, like you're unfurling a sail, reach your right arm high to the sky. Draw your left knee back, your left shoulder back, lean your head back. So there's a nice long line from tail to crown. Take a big full breath in. Exhale, keep reaching through your legs, reach through your arms. And keep your legs as they are. Inhale, come all the way up to warrior two. Exhale, bend a little deeper in that front leg, knee over ankle. Then right hand, right hip, flip the palm of your left hand. Inhale, left arm up and over. And exhale, wimble your hands down. Move your block off to the side and step back, downward facing dog. First down dog of the morning. A familiar shape, but new to this moment, this day. So tune to what's here for you. You might walk out your dog. You might drop your heels side to side. Just continuing to create a little bit more awareness. A little bit more warmth, lubrication for the joints. And come to a point where you can be steady with your hands clearly established, plugging into your finger pads. Connection all the way down through the bones of the legs, spreading through the feet. Take a big full breath in. And a long, long breath out. Then on your inhale, rock forwards to plank and hover your left foot off the floor. There's a real reach from the left pelvic half all the way shooting through the left heel and the toes. Then inhale, send your heart forward so you broaden across your collarbones and lift into the back of your heart, the back of your head. Take a big inhale. Then on your exhale, left knee to left elbow, then right elbow, then inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, right elbow, inhale it back. Good, one more. Exhale, elbow, elbow. Inhale it back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee to the floor. Well done. Hands to your front thigh. Settle and arrive here after that little burst of power. Notice how it flows through you. And press your hands down into your front thigh. And move your belly away from your front thigh. So tail can anchor down, crown can lift up. So there's a nice clear line there. And reach your arms up from that. Inhale. Exhale, soften around the shoulders and the neck. Take another big full breath in. Really press into that front leg. And exhale. One more. Big stretch awake. Inhale. And exhale, hands frame your front foot. Send your right hand off to the side. Place your left hand to your left thigh. And as you press your left hand into your left thigh, move your belly away from your thigh and spin around to that front leg, that left leg, from the right side belly, the right side lung, and lean your head back. If you want a little bit more power in the legs, you can lift off that back knee. And clearly established in both feet, reaching from both pelvic halves down into your feet. Spin a little bit further, maybe unfurl that left arm. Really drawing the right shoulder back to support the lift from the right ribs all the way through to the left arm. Take a big full breath in. And a long, long breath out. And then inhale, release your left hand to the floor. And exhale, work that front leg towards straight, bowing over that front leg. Good, again like that. Inhale, rebend the front leg, look forwards, lunge. Exhale, lift the hips and fold. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, bow. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Stay here in the fold for a few rounds of breath, but you could still visualize that same flow. So you've created the conditions to surf reality here, to flow with each moment, each breath. So even as the outer shape becomes still, there's still that state of flow, moving, pulsing, clearing, cleansing, beating, longing, all of it. Good stuff, yogi. On your inhale, rebend that front leg, look forwards. And exhale, push off your back foot, your right foot, to step to the front of your mat. Walk your big toes together, gap between your heels. Sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, press to stand, Samastitihi. Release your arms by your sides. Take a big voluminous breath in. And a long, long breath out. Good, again, sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Space around the neck, pinky fingers in. And exhale, sit a little bit lower. Inhale, lift up all the way into the back of your body. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. One more, inhale, lift. And exhale, sit a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, all the way to reach your fingertips back behind you. It doesn't have to be graceful, it's just you and me. Plop your butt down. Take hold of the back of your thighs, lift your shins, activate your toes, roll your shoulders on your back. And you can stay holding onto the back of your thighs. You can even reach your toe tips down to the floor if that's helpful for you, or experiment with reaching your arms forwards. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. Inhale, rebend the legs, lift, and exhale, lower. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale. You really get to know the entirety of your legs and all the power that's there. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. Take hold of the back of your legs. Sweep yourself up and over. You can give yourself a little push off like me. Heels down. Lift your arms. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Take your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands frame your front foot. Bend your knees and shoot that left foot all the way to the back of your mat. Look at your feet. Spin your back heel down, lining up heel of front foot, arch of back foot. Right hand on fingertips or toe block to the inside of the foot. And widen that right knee and take the outer right hip down and back. Left hand, left hip. Breathe all the way down into the bowl of your pelvis. And from your left pelvic half, shoot power down into that left heel, the left pinky toe, the left big toe. Same goes with the right. Power down through from the pelvis, the bones of your legs, into your feet. Keep wrapping that outer right hip back and down. Unfurl your torso like a sail, belly, chest. Last little bit is the left arm. Lean your head back. Find these clear lines of energy, purposeful and intentional. I'm drawing in, really reach out and extend. A couple more breaths. Good, yogi. And keep your legs as they are. Inhale, slowly lift your torso upright. Stay here as you exhale, soften around the shoulders. Left hand, left hip, flip the palm of your right hand. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, windmill your hands down. Whee! Get off that right leg and step back down dog. And you can move a little bit more fluidly here. That feels helpful to you. So you're not moving as a distraction. You're moving very purposefully, very intentionally. And how you practice that here in your down dog, how you arrive, how you ground, how you direct your attention, how you make purposeful action. How you practice that here will inform the rest of your day, how you practice it in the shapes the rest of your day. Be very clear.
Good. And stay really active in your arms. Inhale, lift forwards into plank, shoulders over hands, and hover that right foot off the floor. Activate that right leg all the way from under the glute to the heel and the toes. Send your heart forwards, lift through the back of your head, big inhale. And on your exhale, right knee, right elbow to left elbow, then inhale it back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, left elbow, inhale it back. Good, one more. Exhale, elbow, elbow, inhale it up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, step your right foot forwards, back knee down. Arrive where you are, as you are. Feel what you feel. Delight in what you feel. You're here and you're alive. It's a great place to be. Moving, breathing, purposeful, intentional, and focused. So good. Bring your hands to your front thigh. Move your belly away. Tail long, all the way up to crown. Creating these conditions to effortlessly unfurl the arms and fill your shape. You arrive into your shape, you choose how you fill it here. Do it with breath. Good again. Another big inhale. Then exhale, hands frame your front foot. Send your left hand out to the side. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Press your hand into your thigh to move your belly away. Create a little bit of space. So you start to revolve from the left side, the side you're turning away from, to twist towards your front leg, your right leg. Notice if that left shoulder pops forwards and draw it back. So you start to recruit the support of the ribs to spin you around. There's a lot more support there than the head of the shoulder. Once you find that from the right side ribs, unfurl your right arm. It's all connected. If you want to lift the back knee, if you did it this first time through, go there and feel the shape. Feel it with you. And exhale, right hand down and work your front leg towards straight. Take a break off that front leg. Then inhale, rebend your front leg into lunge. And exhale, lift your hips and fold. And ride the wave of your breath. Surfing reality here. That ability to paddle into the wave, clear and purposeful. Balanced by your ability to let go into the power and the currents of the wave, trusting where it'll take you. And take that into your forward fold. Continue to ride the wave, even as the outer shape is still. And then rebend your front leg. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, push off your back foot to step to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes together, sink your hips, sink your knees down. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, press to stand, Samastitihi. Arms down by your sides, palms turning forwards. Close your eyes. Receive your breath. Noticing how your breath moves and flows and pulses. How it has that quality of expanding on the inhale and releasing, settling, condensing the inner body on the exhale. That vibratory quality helps you ride the wave, be in a state of flow, surfing reality easily, purposefully, gracefully. You might already have noticed how that's affected your mental state or your emotional state, how you meet and greet what arises. And we'll take that quality and that exploration into a sequenced flow, one pose, one breath. I invite you to ride the wave without needing to get it absolute masterfully perfect. You're not going to be rated out of 10 here.
And stay true to your breath. So if the reality for you here this morning, this moment. Good. Together, let's take a big full breath in, top to bottom, side to side, front and back. And a long, releasing, clearing, flowing breath out. Blink your eyes open, sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. On your exhale, keep your hips low, lift your heels off the floor, fingertips back, squeeze your legs together. Then release your heels down. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, heels lift, fingertips back. Good, again like that. Inhale. Exhale, lift. You stay really low on your hips. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Then this time, exhale, heels stay down and fold over your legs. Hands to your outer shins. Inhale, extend your spine forwards. And exhale, bend your knees, step your right foot back, right heel down. Left hand to the block or fingertips to the inside of your left leg. Inhale, reach your right arm up, belly and your chest towards sky. Stay here as you exhale, reach in every direction. Then inhale, lift your torso up, warrior two. Stay here as you exhale. Back hand to your hip, flip the palm of your front hand. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, windmill your hands down straight to plank pose. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, right elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale, elbow, elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale, elbow, elbow. And this time lift your hips up, left leg high. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms wide and high. Exhale, hands frame your front foot, lift your hips, fold over your front leg. Then inhale, rebend your front leg, sweep your left arm around behind you, all the way around to your right hip. Stay here as you exhale, power in your legs. And like you've got a bowling ball in your right hand, inhale, sweep your right hand forwards and up. Good, long in your spine, exhale here. Then inhale, come upright. And exhale, back of your right hand to the outside of your left knee, or maybe right elbow. Keep lifting that right pelvic half, twist around from the right, and bring your palms together at your sternum. Lengthen from tail to crown, take a big full breath in. Stay here as you exhale and extend power down your legs, press into your hands, reach through your crown. Then look towards the top of your mat. Push off your back foot and step your back foot, big toes together. Exhale, sink your hips down, stay in the twist around towards the left. Take a big full breath in. A long, long breath out. Then inhale, release the twist, fold over your front legs. Exhale and bow. Take your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Then two more like that. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. One more. Inhale. Exhale and bow. And sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, press to stand. Arms by your sides. Big full breath in. And a long flowing breath out. And keep going. Second side. Sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, heels lift, fingertips back. Again like that. Inhale. Exhale, heels lift. Just one more this time. Inhale. Exhale, heels stay down, fold over your legs. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step your left foot back, left heel down. Bend that front leg towards a square. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. Steady in your legs and inhale, unfurl your torso like a big sail, catching more momentum, more wind. Stay here as you exhale, reach through legs and arms. Then inhale, lift that sail upright, your torso upright. Stay here as you exhale, settle into it. Left hand, left hip, front hand, inhale, up and over. Exhale, windmill your hands down straight to plank pose. Knees can be on or off. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow.
left elbow, and inhale back. Keep long through the head, it's part of the equation here. Exhale, exhale. If you're hanging it in despair, it's a lot of weight, and it's interesting energy to bring into your body. Exhale, exhale, then inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your right foot forwards, back knee down. Press into that front foot. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale, lift your hips and fold over that front leg. Inhale, rebend your front leg. Pause here, exhale. And sweep your right arm around behind you. Find your left hip. And like you've got a bowling ball in your left hand, inhale, bowl it forwards and up. Stay here as you exhale. Shoot energy through your legs, heels, toes. Then inhale, come back up, right? And exhale, swivel from the left side. Keep that left pelvic half reaching long down the leg as you swivel around into the twist on the right side. It's back of the hand or elbow. You could bring your palms together, thumbs to your sternum. Splitting energy down into your legs, press into your palms to invite your chest to open. Find energy from tail to crown. Big inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Then inhale, look at your front foot, push off your back foot to step that foot forwards. Exhale, sink your hips, keep your left pelvic half back, squeeze your legs together. Inhale, long in your spine. Stay here as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Then inhale, release your twist, and exhale, fold. Hands to your shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and bow. 2 more like that as a little reset. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and bow. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, press to stand. Arms by your sides. Big full breath in. Long, long breath out. A few more breaths like that. Notice how things are flowing for you. What's making itself known in your body through the lens of your breath. You're surfing reality, the truth of the expansion of the inhale, and the gentle condensing towards center of the exhale. One more time through that same flow. Starting together, inhale and exhale. Sink your hips, sink your knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, stay low, heels off, fingertips back. Then again, inhale, heels down, lift. Exhale and glide. Whee! 1 more like that, inhale. This time, exhale, fold over your legs. Hands to your shins, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your right foot back, right heel down. Left hand to the inside, fingertips will block. Unfurl the sail of your torso. Contents of the belly and your chest shine out. Big inhale. Long, long exhale. Stay in your legs, lift your torso, inhale. And exhale. Flip the palm of your front hand, inhale up and over. Exhale, windmill your hands down, plank pose with the left leg lifted. Just 1 here, inhale. Exhale, left elbow, right elbow. Inhale, left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forwards, back knee down. Anjaneyasana lunge, inhale, arms up. Exhale, lift your hips, fold over your front leg. Inhale, rebend your front leg. Take your left arm around behind you and sweep the bowling ball of your right arm forwards. Inhale, up and over. Stay here as you exhale. And inhale, upright. Get really tall and broad and full. And exhale, take that into your twist around towards your left leg. Back of the forearm or elbow. You can bring your palms together, reaching through right pelvic half, right heel. Left pelvic half, left heel. Inhale, get long. Exhale, little twist. And inhale, look forward, step forwards. Big toes together. Exhale, sit low. Then inhale, release your twist. Exhale and bow. sink your hips, sink your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, straight into the second side. Exhale, lift your heels, fingertips back. Inhale, heels down, lift. Exhale and glide. Inhale and lift. Exhale and glide. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale and fold. Take your hands to your shins, inhale halfway. And exhale, step your left foot back, left heel down. Right hand to the inside, steadying your legs. Then inhale and furl, torso, left arm. Stay here as you exhale. Inhale, upright warrior two. And exhale. Flip the palm of your front hand, inhale, reverse, up and over. And exhale, wimble your hands down, straight to plank pose, right leg lifted. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, left elbow. Inhale, right leg up, hips up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forwards, back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up, high lunge. Exhale, hands frame your front foot, lift your hips and fold. Inhale, rebend your front leg. Take your right arm around behind you, exhale. Take your bowling ball in your left hand, inhale, forwards and up. Stay here as you exhale. Then inhale, come upright, get length in space, and use that for your twist. Evolving around your middle. Back of the left forearm or left elbow. Palms together perhaps. Power through the legs, length from tail to crown. Inhale here. And exhale here. Look towards your front foot, push off your back foot, inhale. Big toes together, exhale, sit low, twist. Then inhale, release your twist. Exhale and dangle over your legs. And this here, yogi friend, I'll get you to take your feet as wide as your mat and just ragdoll it out side to side. Continuing the invitation to breathe and flow and sensitize and feel, receive, and purposefully act. Enjoy a couple more breaths here, acknowledging what feels really alive and turned on in your legs, the strength, the power to step forward or to the side or even back with purpose. To surf the reality, what lies beneath and ahead and above and within. And step your feet back down your mat. Come down to sit. And to lie on your back. Feet hip distance apart. Legs bent. You should be able to reach around and swipe the back of your heels. Roll your shoulders on your back. Press into your arms, press into your hands. Notice how that immediately lifts your heart up. Keep that lift from your pelvic halves, your right pelvic half, your left pelvic half. Have a lot more awareness now perhaps, and they can move independently. Reach down long through your legs, all the way down into your heels, the base of your big toe, the base of your little toe. Keep that connection as you press into your feet and inhale, lift your pelvis off the floor, and you might slosh it side to side again, just acknowledging that movement there. That articulation. And keep pressing your hands down. Walk your shoulders together on your back. Maybe interlace your fingers together. Feet grounded. Reach your sit bones to the back of your knees. Knees reach forwards to the top of your mat. Crown long. You've aligned this shape like you're paddling into the wave and pointing the nose of your surfboard in a certain direction. Now you choose how you let go into the shape. And letting go isn't a collapsing or a giving up. You choose the energy that you fill this shape with as you let go into it, into its promise, into its evolution. And then release your hands and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, release your spine, the back of your pelvis to the floor. And once more, slosh your knees side to side, windscreen wiper, your legs side to side. And keep your right knee bent. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Use your left hand to iron out your inner left thigh. Nice and long and wide. You could stay here. Or you could lift your head and your chest. Reach your left arm between your legs. Your right hand around to the outside of your right thigh. Interlace your fingers. Keep your left foot really alive, pulling the toes back. So there's integrity, the ankle and the knee, to get all the way into the left hip. If it's available to you today, you could interlace your hands in front of your right shin and release the back of your head to the floor as best you can, keeping the back of the pelvis heavy, the back of the head heavy. Pedal into the current with that big full breath in. And release into the current with a long breath out. That's kind of how I visualize it. Inhale the intent and the purpose, the engagement to pedal in. And the exhale, the release, the letting go, to see where it takes you. Much less effort involved when you release into it rather than fighting or paddling against it. Good, yogi. Keep the shape of the legs as they are. Reach your arms out wide. Big full breath in. Then on your exhale, just drop that same shape of your legs over to the right. So the outside of the right thigh comes to the floor, the sole of the left foot comes to the floor, but the left knee points up to the ceiling. You can even take your right hand to the top of your left foot to help it anchor there. Drop the pelvic half, the left pelvic half back down towards the floor, back down to where it came from. You might find a nice stretch through the side there, or the inner groin, inner thigh. Might be quite subtle. And be okay with it being subtle. We don't have to have big, big sensations to know that it's working for us. Subtle is good. There can be a lot more power in the subtlety. So pedal into that. Let go into that. And a few more rounds of breath. And then on your inhale, lift your knees back up through center. Give them a little windscreen wipe side to side. You're on the home straight now. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Stretch your inner right thigh long and wide. Pull the toes of your right foot back. You could stay here. Or lift your head and your chest to thread the needle, right arm through the gap in your legs. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh. Or maybe in front of your shin. Keep that right foot active. Release your head and your chest back down towards the floor. Every inhale an opportunity to align, to pedal in. Apply just enough effort to bring purpose and intent. And every exhale, this courageous gesture to let go into that wave, to follow the current, trust in its wisdom, this divine plan, this sequencing. You don't have to know exactly where it'll take you.
there is a direction, there is a sequence to it. It's possibly bigger than you. Just like that bigness, that velocity, the power of the wave, bigger than you. So why fight it? Trust it and go with it. And stay with that intent, arms wide. Keep the shape in your legs and drop your legs over to the left. So the sole of the right foot comes to the floor, but the right knee, rather than hugging in towards your chest, it points up towards the ceiling. The entire right pelvic half gets heavy back down towards the floor. You might get some juice around the hip joint, around the back, to the inside. And there might not be much at all. And can you be okay with that? Can you trust in that? As you settle in with your breath. Surfing the reality of what is here. The truth, the expansion of your inhale. And the release of your exhale. And if you notice yourself wandering off to your day ahead, just notice that. Congratulate yourself for noticing it. And then bring yourself back to the vibration of your breath. Be clearly with what is here. The power and truth of what is here. That's it, yogi. And on your inhale, come back through center. One final time, slosh your legs over side to side. And as you're ready, reach your legs out long, toes flopping out to the sides of your mat. Arms down by your sides, palms upturned. You can press into the back of your head to draw your shoulder blades together to affect this lift and expanse through your heart and your chest. And with the sweetness of that alignment, let go. And rest, even if it's brief here. Just consciously pausing, slowing down and resting, even if it's just for a minute. It can be so profound for how the rest of your day unfolds. And gift yourself this. If you can stay here for longer, I highly, highly recommend it. It's a time back guarantee, this one. So if you spend just a little bit more time here, the rest of your day will feel so much more spacious. It will flow. So you might set your timer for a few more minutes. If your time needs to keep moving and flowing into the rest of your day, you could bring that into your body, moving and stretching. Maybe a full body yawn with your arms overhead. Maybe bending your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. Just as it feels good for you. With your breath. Alive in your body. Awake and ready for your day ahead. Make your way up into a seat. Cross-legged or otherwise. Bringing the same aliveness, purpose and intent in the way in which you take your seat. With your eyes closed, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Acknowledge your breath here. The gift of your body here. Everything you've awakened for yourself this morning. Moving with this sweet balance of intent and letting go. Surf reality in your highest way. And inhale, lift your heart to your hands. And exhale, bow your chin to your chest. For the privilege of this special time spent together this morning. I deeply thank you. Everyone thanks you. Namaste.